Hi everyone, what is going on? Today we're talking about the grammar rule you should know when you are talking to somebody about a film or a movie or a book you've seen or read. I'm going to have a conversation with my student Tomato about the cinema, and I'm kicking off the conversation with an IELTS type question, which is, do you think the cinema has increased or decreased in popularity in recent years? Okay, now notice she gives a very good answer. She elaborates on the answer by giving an example of a movie she's seen called The Martian. So we're going to be talking a little bit about how to discuss the storyline of a movie today. So let's head over to Frigii and listen to that conversation, and I'll be giving her feedback on her verbs, and then right after that I'm going to give you a tip that will help you improve your verb accuracy when you're speaking. So let's go with it. Okay, do you think the cinema has increased in popularity or decreased in popularity in recent years?
In recent years, this one is quite tricky.
Let's make it a bit more specific. Let's say in the last 10 years.
Last 10
has
years.
Has it become more popular or less popular?
I think the movies and films is still very popular because after we have the new technologies, so all the film productions use these technologies to make more fancy location and the environment in the films, like
special effects.
Yes, like a sci-fi or even you know what's the name of Mars, MARS, Mars. It's about the like space.
Is this a movie?
It's a movie.
Okay, I haven't seen it.
But it's about like the man, the astronauts. One astronaut stuck in the Mars, and then everyone need to leave because there was a big storm. Otherwise, if they don't move out from Mars, everyone will have high risk or maybe die. So they have to move. But at that time,
Better.
At that time.
So it sounds like this. Time. Yeah, perfect. At that time.
There is a few astronauts.
Yeah.
Were in missions out of the station, and then I think he got some big thing catch on him, and everyone thought that he might die. So everyone left him, but actually
everyone left him.
And actually he's still alive.
He was still alive.
He's still alive. He was still alive.
Now I've written out a simple synopsis of this movie that Tomato is talking about, and I've written it out in present simple in chronological order, just as I explained to you, and I'm going to put it in the comments below if you'd like to see it, but I'll just read it out to you now. Okay, this movie is about a group of astronauts who travel to Mars. Once they have landed on Mars, a group of them go out to explore the terrain. One of these astronauts gets separated from the others. The others go back to the station and realize that he is missing. They presume he is dead. Because they have very limited fuel and they are commanded to leave Mars immediately, they regretfully leave their colleague's body on Mars. However, the astronaut is not dead. This is the story of how he manages to survive on Mars using his skills as a biologist to create soil for growing a food supply. I'm going to put this synopsis in the comments below so that you can look carefully at it and notice all the present simple verbs and also the chronological order of the events as I stated them. Okay, here's my strategy. When you're telling the plot or a story of a movie or a book, you tend to tell the events one after the other. That's what we call in English chronological order. When you're using chronological order, you almost always use what we call simple verbs. Okay, so if you're talking about a movie plot and you're using present tense, which is the correct way, you'll use mostly present simple, which is pretty easy. Okay, you just have to make sure that you agree your subject and your verb. So what do I mean by that? So if you say, for example, your subject is he or she, let's say she, all right. She gets up early in the morning and goes to the beach. When she gets to the beach, she sees her friend. Okay, so everything is gets up, goes, sees, catches a taxi, goes for a swim. Okay, you're using a simple verb with S on the end because your subject is she. If the subject is they get up early, they walk to the beach, they take a jog along the beach. Okay, so then we don't add the S on the end. That's pretty simple rules. All right, so what you need to do now is to get your recording device, all right, and speak into the recording device and tell the plot of your favorite movie on there. Okay, and you just need to remember to keep everything in the same tense. Keep it in present simple. Of course, as I said, if you want to speak in past simple as well, you want to practice your past simple, tell the plot in past tense. All right, as long as you keep the same tense all the way through. You don't have to worry about the other verbs such as is going or are going or has done, has been doing. Don't worry about those for now. Just tell the plot in simple chronological order. After that, this happens. Then that happens. Next, they go out to a restaurant and they see the same man at the restaurant. Okay, it's very easy. After you tell the plot of your story into the recording device, stop the recording and listen back to it. Okay, if you see that you've made some mistakes in the recording, write down the sentences where you made mistakes and repeat them correctly. Now, most people make verb mistakes, especially if they're about intermediate level English. They make verb mistakes out of habit. Okay, they're used to saying he go or he going. Okay, change that habit and by concentrating and by saying it over and over. Okay, change that habit by repeating. Then, stage 3, get your recording device out again and do the same thing again with exactly the same plot, and you'll find that you will self-correct. All right, and the more you do this, the more likely you are to get it completely perfect, get all your tenses correct. Okay, it would be really great if you tell me in the comments whether you used this technique or not, whether you tried it out and whether you succeeded. I love to get comments. And please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and click our bell so that you get notified. And please give us a big thumbs up if you like this program. Thanks very much for joining us today, and we'll see you next time. Bye.